My name is Solomon Ajay, and this is the Business Focus Live. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Business Focus Live. My name is Solomon Ajay. Now we'll take you to the event segment, where our first event for the day is the Young Entrepreneur Summit 2021, organized by the Ghana Startup Network at the African Trade House in Accra, under the theme Amplify the Voice and Support for Youth, Women and SME Businesses. Now we enjoy the CEO of National Youth Authority, Honorable Pius Adam Hajide, and other CEOs as they discuss the various roles of national institutions in AFTA implementation.
Strategies for us to be able to leverage on what we do to export to other countries. And AFTA is a low-hanging fruit, and it's for us to take advantage. Because it's not only Ghana, everybody is looking to export to us. It's opening our borders. So if we don't up our game, you realize that we'll not make use of AFTA, like what happened when AGOA first came into being, where Ghana was able to take as much advantage of the AGOA. But it has been extended for us, and some work is being done on that. So back to Africa. The reason why AFTA is so important for us is that it's a market that is close in terms of proximity, but not in terms of infrastructure. And number two, when it comes to standards, it's not as stringent. I wish the GSA guy comes. It's not as stringent as the EU, for example, puts on our products. Let me use a product like processed food, where we have a lot of young women and young men going into. When you're exporting something like peanut butter or cereal, when we went to South Africa, there was a young lady who is with us right now. We have a train upstairs who does that product. It is much more easy for this product to be sold in Africa because the requirements are not as stringent as the EU, for example. Sometimes I think that the EU, they sleep and think about, hey, what can we do to make it, make it a bit more difficult for Africa to export our food to us. Because every now and then they bring new rules which become more stringent to be able to comply with. But African market is big. I'm not saying that Africa, we don't like standards. We do like standards. But if you're exporting products to the EU, even the size can be a non-tariff barrier. The size of the fruit, they can say it is too big, it is too small, and so because of that one alone, it's not that the fruit is not good, but they are looking at the size. It's easier in Africa, and so we are happy that AFTA is here to support us to increase our exports. AFTA is here for us to take advantage to export to ourselves. To export to ourselves. And so the National Export Development Strategy outlines all kinds of ways to help you to be able to export. And we are looking at AFTA as a key market, 1.3 billion people. It is not an easy market at all. And so we need to really, really do our best. So at Ghana Export Promotion Authority and through the National Export Development Strategy, we have three main pillars we are working with. Program as done in places like Australia. When we went there, they actually introduced us to a certain program where young entrepreneurs are attached to entrepreneurs who are much older and much more experienced. They have made mistakes already. They want to ensure that you don't make the mistakes. The reason why it's easy for the older entrepreneurs to join is that they are not UI policy and then Nigeria also. That means they support them by making them pay less taxes for their time. And so it's easier for the experienced businesses to use their time to mentor the youth. It is being done in Australia, and a lot of young people are exporting to other countries. A set of a mentorship program at the national level. Okay, so when it comes to us, we will attach you to a willing, experienced exporter to help you. And then we run a training program called Export Marketing. It's a very, very, very good program. It helps you to understand what to do, how to price your product. In fact, you have just come back from South Africa. If you follow the news, about 42 billion deals were clinched. It will exceed what AFTA was looking at. But Ghana, we also made a lot of deals, but we have not been able to clinch all our deals because we lack negotiation skills. We lack how to price our products. And so at the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, we do a capacity program called Export Marketing, which will help you to understand your businesses in order to negotiate properly.
It's already been said, when the heads of states gathered in Kigali in 2018, I believe, to adapt the agreement, Continental Free Trade Agreement, and when also President Akufo-Addo handed over this building to the Secretariat, what our heads of state were doing was to bring down those barriers that some people are known to us, motivated by considerations unknown to us, gathered in Berlin many, many years ago, and imagined Africa in their own economic interests. When Africa was divided, I'm talking about the Berlin Conference, when Africa was divided amongst the world powers of the time. Absolutely. What they did was to take into cognizance what was in their economic interest. And so, even the resources that we had were matters that were considered. And over the years, they have deliberately, like Madam said, put barriers to Africa's development. And one of the vehicles of development and growth is trade. And so, up until the time our heads of state adopted this agreement, what they did was to use the Berlin Conference to perpetrate it and to reinforce those barriers that militate against our own development, against our own trade. And so when those barriers were removed, we were opened to a market of now about 1.2 billion people. Now we are gathered in this hall, we are operating businesses we believe can be successful to a population of 30.8 million. When we started our various businesses, because that's our population. If we can do well and thrive and make some profit and employ people with 30.8 million, imagine what you can do with 1.2 billion people. A combined GDP of about 3.4 trillion US dollars. And so we are happy that within our time as young people, there are practical steps being taken to remove those barriers that people before us faced. And that is why, for us, one of the greatest interventions of our movement is the Continental Free Trade Area. And the big elephant in the room is that how do we position ourselves as young people to be able to leverage that? And that's what the question that you're asking. But even as we do that, there are many, many major policy initiatives that the Secretariat must take. They have begun implementing a number of protocols. The one that concerns us the most, the youth and women, we are informed that the deadline for the implementation of that protocol is just a few days away. It actually ought to be the 31st of December this year.
are youth. And when I talk about women, there are youth within the women as well. Because most of these people that we help are the youth who also qualify as women. So with Maslow, we have so many products, and the products are said that we have the microcredit. The microcredit is basically group loans, and those ones we have 25 people in the group. Before we assumed in 2017, they used to give 500 Ghana cedis each to each person in the group. But we thought that 500 Ghana cedis was not enough. So we raised it to 1,000 Ghana cedis for each person. But even the 1,000 Ghana cedis, traveling across Ghana, you go to certain places and they think the 1,000 Ghana cedis is still too much for them. Because someone just needs like 300 Ghana cedis just to start a business. And for now, we maintain it at 1,000 Ghana cedis per person in the group, making 25. And how it works is that we have 3 people in the group who are basically the coordinators. We have the chairperson, secretary, and treasurer. And those 3 people are the ones who coordinate the group in terms of repayments, when they have to meet and all of that. And even before 2017, our interest rate was 24%. And through the board of Maslow, we reduced it to 12% per annum. So I can say that we have the lowest interest rate in Ghana so far as the microfinance sector is concerned.